Hey everyone, welcome back to the film Frontline. I am so glad you're here because we need to have a serious heart-to-heart about the absolute emotional roller coaster that was the mid-season finale of 911. If you thought season 8 was going to let us off easy before the hiatus, you clearly haven't been paying attention to how this show loves to play with our feelings. We just witnessed episode 8, Sob Story. And honestly, the title is an understatement. I am still processing everything that went down, specifically regarding the powerhouse that is Angela Bassett's Athena Grant. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive deep into why this episode might be one of the most pivotal moments for the series moving forward. First off, we have to talk about the sheer gravity of Athena's journey in this episode. For seasons, Athena has been the rock, the literal backbone of the series and the LAPD. But Sob Story decided to strip away that invincible badge and show us the raw, grieving woman underneath. The episode centers heavily on the trial of Dennis Jenkins, the man responsible for the death of Athena's fiancé, Emmett, decades ago. This isn't just a case of the week. This is a wound that has stayed open for 30 years. What I found so compelling about this narrative choice is how it challenges the girl boss archetype. Usually, we see Athena kicking doors down and taking names. Here, we see her forced to sit still in a courtroom, facing the ghost of her past. The tension was palpable. And when the verdict came in and we saw that moment of legal resolution, it didn't feel like a simple victory. It felt like a release. The show did an incredible job of illustrating that closure isn't a destination. It's a messy, exhausting process. Watching Athena navigate the trial while trying to maintain her composure reminded us why Angela Bassett is an absolute queen of the screen. Her performance was masterclass level, using just her eyes to convey decades of resentment, pain, and eventually a weary kind of peace. But because this is 911, the drama wasn't confined to the courtroom. We had the 118 dealing with some high-stakes calls that mirrored the emotional themes of the episode. There's a specific focus on the idea of legacy and what we leave behind. We see the team grappling with their own mortality and the weight of the jobs they do. The balance between the high-octane rescues and the quiet, devastating character beats is what makes the show a cut above the rest of the procedural pack. Let's talk fan theories for a second, because the internet is buzzing. With the way this mid-season finale wrapped up, there is a massive conversation happening about Athena's future with the Force. Is she reaching a breaking point? We've seen her endure plane crashes, home invasions, and now this massive emotional reckoning. There's a theory floating around that the back half of season 8 might see Athena transitioning into a different role, perhaps moving away from the front lines of the LAPD to find a different kind of peace. Personally, I think she's too much of a fighter to walk away entirely, but we are definitely seeing a shift in her soul. Now, for the film Frontline opinion. Honestly, this episode was a 10 out of 10 in terms of character development. I love when a show isn't afraid to slow down. We live for the massive B-NATO-style emergencies, sure, but the heart of the show has always been the family dynamic and the individual growth of these characters. Seeing Bobby be there for Athena in such a steady, unwavering way, that is relationship goals defined. Bobby has become the ultimate partner, standing back to let her lead her own healing while being the safety net she needs when she finally falls. It was beautiful, grounded, and felt incredibly earned. The pros of this episode were definitely the pacing and the acting. It felt like a prestige drama. If there's any con, it's simply the emotional toll it takes on the viewers. I felt like I needed a spa day after watching Athena go through that trial. But in all seriousness, the writing was sharp, and it avoided the typical tropes of revenge by focusing instead on restitution. As we head into this hiatus, the stakes couldn't be higher. We are left wondering how the 118 will evolve in the new year, and if the closure Athena found will actually allow her to move forward, or if the weight of the past will continue to haunt the halls of her home. What did you think of the mid-season finale? Do you think the verdict for Dennis Jenkins was fair? Or were you hoping for a different outcome for Athena's peace of mind? And more importantly, Where do you think Bobby and Athena go from here? Drop your theories in the comments below. I want to read every single one of them. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the Film Frontline for more breakdowns, reviews, and all things Hollywood. I'm keeping my eyes on every update so you don't have to. Until next time, stay obsessed.